Aquarius, greetings and salutations. You are most welcome here, my friends. We are doing the Hope, Fear, and Reality spread today. And if you're curious as the card placement and how... Woo! Oh, dear Lord, Aquarius, get yourself together. If you're curious as to how to use the spread, I have a quick description in the description box below. Now, let's see if we can get your cards to cooperate. Without further ado... 100% meaningless conflict and hard work in the inverse. Hard work in the upright in your hopes section. So basically, you're hoping to work diligently at your task and just go on about your business while everybody else seems to create chaos and gossip and whatever else is going on in the world. You're just like, I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to let them make a mess just to make a mess, because it's really not going anywhere. I mean, if you look at the conflict that they're having, nobody has the upper hand. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just a bunch of kids hitting each other with sticks, right? You're out of it. You're hoping to rise above it. However, you're keeping a poker face because ultimately there's something from the past, something that's stirring up a lot of emotion in you that causes you a great deal of anxiety. Something feels familiar, like you've been through all of this before. The reality of the situation is you are constantly juggling. What's the word I'm looking for here? I want to say pain. There's a painful truth, okay? And you're performing a juggling act, so nobody really sees how much this actually bothers you. So when we bring this to the front, you see this situation here, like you're hoping to rise above it, but the reality of the situation is you're right there in the middle of it, okay? Something is just off about this. So in your hopes, you want to rise above this chaos, this drama, this ridiculousness. Because there's something from the past. It's like you've been through this before, or maybe you have a hand in this and you don't want to admit that you have a hand in this, right? And it causes a lot of emotions in you. It hurts. It's a very, very painful truth. But what you're doing is you're juggling and keeping your nose to the grindstone, hoping nobody sees or notices how much this is really bothering you. Yeah. See, whenever the Ace of Swords is facing me, it kind of feels, again, you know, when I said there's a truth that hurts, that's exactly what this is. You have the Ace of Swords in the inverse. It's like you can't ignore this truth, and you can't ignore the pain that comes with it. You don't want to admit that at one point in time, one point or another, you wanted to win at all costs. And you really regret these actions because your actions had a rippling effect. And now that you see this rippling effect, you're not happy about it. Yeah. And here you are holding back and strategizing how to get your way out of it. So the truth of the matter is, all of this drama that you see is a reflection of your past self. Whether you are directly related to this or not, you recognize you in this action. So you're seeing other people's actions reflect your actions from the past, and you're not happy with yourself because of it. So you're trying to hide that emotion of your past regret and just move forward. But it's scratching at you. You can't ignore it. So what does that tell you? There's a huge lesson to be learned here. And what you might have to do is make some apologies and let go of that ego a little bit, that pride and that ego, and make some apologies to mend what you've been through. Or maybe even it's for you to come in and teach a particular lesson. Either way around it, you're seeing people in what you would consider an outright mess and childish behavior, but you recognize a certain sense of self in their behavior. Maybe a part of the old you. Maybe rather than ignoring and juggling and pretending it doesn't hurt, maybe this would be a good time to make amends with the past and teach those who are willing to change. Aquarius, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I'll see you next week.